So for those of you who don't know, Johnny Depp was, found the winner, I guess, technically. Uh, Amber Depp was found the loser, I guess, technically. Which is, kind of funny because the exact opposite happened in England. But who knows? It's all defamation. And I did not follow the case or I kind of did, but not that closely because I just didn't care. I don't care for celebrity gossip. But yeah. So basically, from the clips I've seen from the case and the broad overview of what happened, both of them kind of seem like abusive pieces of shit, but Amber seems much worse, But they both seem pretty awful. Because I believe them both when they were saying like they had to deal with abuse, right? And some of the stories were very compelling, and anyone who's dealt with abuse has just kind of knows the signs. But yeah, they both seem like very bad people. But Amber was worse. I will get that out of the way. Amber was absolutely worse. Especially considering she started this, So, yeah, there's that. But I don't really want to talk about the case per se. I want to talk about the broader implications of the case. Because this was a Me Too case in good and bad ways. It was a Me Too case because this was a Me Too case for Johnny Depp. Because we know the thing about Me Too is that even celebrities and people in higher up situations, the whole thing of Me Too is that like even they can face abuse, right? So this was a Me Too moment for Johnny Depp because he is a highly paid actor and a very well-known celebrity, and he was like, even I went through abuse. So he won his Me Too case. I mean, this is a victory for Me Too. And that's the good way why it's a Me Too case. Now the bad way is because Amber Heard started this off as a way to use the Me Too momentum as a way to get Johnny on some shit. And anyone who's saying that she was not using Me Too rhetoric, she's just a piece of shit. I mean, she is a piece of shit, right? Don't get me wrong. But she was using a lot of the language and the tactics and the momentum of the movement to get where she was. So there is that. She was using like hashtags like believe this, believe me, all of that. She was just a bad actor in this. You have to kind of admit that. I mean, that's what happened at the end of the day. But we have to talk about like the broader implications of this, because what I've seen, the main, even though I was kind of rooting for Johnny Depp because it was what I saw very early on, it was, signs of him being abused. I was like pro Johnny Depp from like almost the very beginning when this happened, because I saw, the evidence, I saw the phone calls of stuff like that. I saw like the phone conversation he'd had with her where she was like, no one will ever believe you. Like that was some of the first stuff I saw. So I was pretty solidly in his camp. And as this trial took on and, went about, I saw that, he's done some bad shit too. Not enough to justify what he went through, but he's also he was also very toxic, Even though I was, solidly in the Johnny Depp camp for a while, most people who I saw were in that camp are just, they don't seem to care about Johnny Depp, They don't seem to care about male abuse victims. They just seem to hate Amber Heard. And, it's fine to hate abusers. I think it's completely fine and normal to hate people who abuse others. That's fine. But this can breed some very toxic elements into a lot of places. Because, it's one thing to hate Amber Heard. It's another thing to say, like, that a lot of these women in the Me Too movement are liars, right? Because I've seen people who were, like pro Johnny Depp who were kind of defending Weinstein, and he was kind of found without a shadow of a doubt to be an absolute piece of shit. People are using this, and they will use this as a way to kind of slowly disassemble any momentum that the Me Too movement had, which is sad. I don't want that to happen. Because although like you've had some bad actors like Amber Heard, I think the Me Too movement in general is very good because not only is it empowering women to speak up against their abusers, it's also empowering men. I mean, look at Terry Crews. That was probably like the biggest watershed moment of the Me Too movement because it's hard to believe that man was abused. Look at him. Like, he's gigantic. And even he went through abuse. Like, that's like the biggest fucking hashtag, like, Me Too, right? So, yeah. I like the movement. I like where it went. It took a lot of people in power who thought they would never get caught, and they were caught, Both, people who abuse men and women. You had Weinstein who abused a lot of women. You had Spacey who abused a lot of men, right? But people are going to use the Johnny Depp case to kind of dismantle it all and bring up the doubt, bring up the question of like, but what if she's lying though? Which, outside of celebrity cases, the average woman who brings up the fact that they were abused, they're not lying, statistically. It's probably like a 3%, chance that they're lying, which is on par with literally every other crime, not just sex abuse, like robbery. There's probably a 3% chance that someone's lying whenever they say they've been robbed. Like I said, the implications of this case and people are going to use. I'm just kind of talking in a circle with all this, but yeah, people who don't really care about sex abuse who are pro Johnny Depp are just going to use this to strengthen their agenda that women are liars, which is statistically not true. Now, when celebrities, there's a case to be made that is higher than average, but to be fair, all crimes and celebrities are higher than average because they're kind of, to be a celebrity, I think you have to have some kind of mental deficiency that makes you a little bit insane and a little bit of a sociopath. Not if you want to be in the limelight that much, there's something up with you. A little bit. I think so. But yeah, all I'm saying is just kind of watch out on some of these people, some of these actors, because holy shit, did I see the Daily Wire on my Snapchat constantly talk about the trial and how they use that shit to just say, she's a liar. See, women can lie. And this is why you have to be scared to be a man, because this could happen to you. You could be Johnny Depp, which, doubtful. Because even though I will say she was abused, not to the degree, she was also very abusive herself. And honestly, if she did not win that case in England, like say this was the first case they did, she probably would have won, because it would have been proved that, she was abused. But she already won the case in England, and that's really what came down to this case, was that she won that one, let's give this one to him, because they were both kind of pieces of shit, right? So, yeah. There's not much to say on this. There was not much to say on the case because I'm not that great of a legal scholar, and I am not going to go through all the case files and all of that and read the laws because that's not my profession. However, I will also say this: anyone who got really caught up in this, you're a little weird. Like, it's like, I get some people can be in celebrity drama, but this is like dark celebrity drama, so I don't care. Like, I saw a lot of this stuff trending under true crime hashtags on like Twitter and YouTube and all of that. It's not true crime. This is live courtroom. This is courtroom drama. Right? Like, these are, although true crime is like people's actual lives, that's people from the past. This is people in the present. You're just into gossip, right? You're like people in 2009 who are reading like Britney Spears magazines. It's just gossip and paparazzi and shit like that. At the end of the day, that's what it was. Don't come to me and say you're a true crime fan. Yeah, no, you're weird. You're weird. But that's all I got to say. But even though that's all I had to say on this, someone apparently has something a little more to say. Good heavens, not opinions. Oh yeah, they're coming. Oh, thank you for following. That's very nice of you. But let's hear what Nick Fuentes has to say about the case.
We need to go back to burning women alive more. Like when they're convicted of crimes, obviously, not random acts of violence. But remember that in medieval times, I've said this on the show before, when women were witches, what happened to them? They were burned alive. Real phenomenon. And we stopped doing that, and then everything went out of control. We said, oh, that was such a horrible tragedy. We really need to stop burning these women alive for casting spells. And then guess what happened? They started casting their spells again. They started speaking in devilish tongues and casting spells. And now we've got a totally fucked up society where the women are molesting your kids in primary schools, and women are accusing you of rape, or they're raping you in some cases, or they're killing you. And is Amber Heard one of these people who would not be sentenced to death for being a witch in medieval times? I mean, she probably would be. Would the world not be better if these sort of spell-casting witches received something more than promotion at work? I don't know. I'm just saying things seem to work out a little bit better when the witch question was answered. The WQ, not the woman question, the witch question.
He believes they're the same thing, honestly. He does. He's so scared of women. Nick Fuentes, horrified of women. We know that. We all know that. He's a little bitch when it comes to women. He's like, excuse me, ma'am, can I have a little bit of... All my girlies do is speak in devilish tongues and cast spell, witches rule. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, witches rule. We got that little bit of, devilish tongue. But no, yeah, like what I said, a lot of pro Johnny Depp people are just anti Amber Heard. And it's not because they hate abusers, they just hate women. I love women and witches, Nick, ya prick. Fuck yeah, we love women, we love witches, we love all of that here. Anyone who anti-witch, you a bitch. That's my saying. I'll put that on a sticker and I'll sell it. But yeah, I mean, it's just Nick Fuentes is a little bit of a weirdo. But yeah, no, he just absolutely hates women and hates Amber Heard, and it's not pro Johnny Depp, because he was very outspoken when Johnny Depp was anti-Trump, Johnny Depp hates Trump, right? Johnny Depp is what most people would consider a liberal, So the fact that the conservatives are palling around with him, despite writing hit pieces on him a long time ago, is a little ironic. But it's just to prove that they hate women speaking up against, against their abusers, right? Because these people kind of like the people who abuse these women. Yeah, he's got a real shade patch. Exactly. Stuff like that. Like he is very not a ally of the right. But they're going to use this case and use his likelihood to push it so far to try to meet their agenda of women should not speak against their abusers. That's what's going to happen, sadly. But I don't know. Be on the watch out for this, and then laugh at Nick Fuentes, because it's fun and easy to laugh at Nick Fuentes. It really is. It really is. You've seen so many incels today. You just saw another one. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.